A very, very good evening. It's Tuesday night, another episode of Pageant Land, and it is great to have you here. And we've got another amazing special guest who is a Miss Crown finalist. Hello, did you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Itiafa Akerjola. I'm also known as Itibawa and the People's Queen. I am a Miss Crown UK finalist and I'm so happy, so excited to be here. So thank you very much for having me, Dion.
Oh, it's lovely, so lovely to see you tonight. And you've got your final coming up very soon. It is the end of next month, I believe, isn't it? So how are
Mhm.
you feeling? Are you getting excited now?
I'm so excited because the last time I did a pageant was 2022. That was my very first pageant, actually. So this is only going to be my second one. And I guess once you get that pageant bug, you just need to do another one and you just keep going. So I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to this one coming up.
Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, I know everything about the pageant bug. Once you pop, you can't stop. That's what happens, isn't it? So, if anyone that's watching, please feel free to put in any comments or questions for our very special guest this evening. So, let's start off. Tell me about your journey through pageantry so far.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, imagine being somebody who had no idea that pageants even existed in the UK or even in the modern day. To now fast forward to being here, it's quite surreal. But it really just came about when I went to an event and I just happened to be sat down beside the founder and CEO of Miss Pride of Africa with her queen at that time. And being me, sometimes I'm very extroverted. I was just chatting to her, just networking, and thought, oh, this is very lovely. What's this about? And I was told about Miss Pride of Africa. And I was told, there's no age limit really. So just go ahead and give it a shot. Now, being somebody like me who I have this motto where I say, life is really short, but it's also really long. So why not just try different things? Like you've got so many chances to reinvent yourself and to extend yourself to different, avenues. So I thought I'd give it a go. And I still didn't really think of pageant. I still didn't take it seriously really until I walked into the auditions. And I remember just walking in and I saw all these other lovely ladies, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is real. And then from there on, I was just like, yep, you know what, I'm here. And I gave it my all. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole experience. And for my first pageant, I'm really happy to say, I came out of that as second princess. I won the People's Queen title. That's where my, I guess, brand has come from now. Um, and with that, I also got best swimwear. Wasn't expecting that, but great. And yeah, that really was the start of, I guess, this part of my life now, where I'm into pageantry and I've come out and doing a couple of other things as well. All started from just having that first chat with that one person who was just like, give it a go, and I did.
Oh, that's amazing. And do you know what? It brings so much. There's a confidence and friendships, and there's just so much
Hmm.
to it. And I was the same as you. I'm not going to lie, about 7 years ago, I think now. And I knew nothing about pageantry. It was when my friend got into it. And it's just like an eye opener, isn't it? And I was like, why didn't I
Oh,
discover this sooner?
when I got into it, and then I saw there's Miss Universe, there's Miss Galaxy, Miss Eco, Miss. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, there's a whole world out here that
Yeah.
it's kind of like unless you know, you don't know. But then once you know, it's like, wow, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, I think I thought there was just one or like
Mm,
two or something, and I didn't realize the extent of how many there are and things like that. So going back to Miss Crown, which you're doing at the end of next month, 28th of April, I believe.
yeah.
Yes. What made you choose that system in particular?
Yeah, so I really like that question. In between, so after I finished Miss Pride and I was doing all those activities for Miss Pride, I knew I wanted to do another pageant, but I wasn't so sure what it was going to be. And I knew that I wanted something that would give me a little bit of some practice. So when I've been speaking to different people, I heard that, Miss Crown UK existed and it was a practice pageant as well as being a charity pageant. I thought, okay, I'm just going to use it for practice. And I went on the website. But when I went on the website, I saw, the quality of what I was seeing online was just like, okay, wait, this is a practice pageant, but this is also fantastic, from offering Crown to Crown Island, and having the Crown Coach as well. I thought this looks like a great platform, not only to get practice, but also to meet other like-minded women, but also just to get in a system that seems to be really structured, and it seems like Crown UK knows what it's about and what it's there for. So I just thought that just seemed like the best system and the best way for me to get a bit more practice, under my belt, before moving forward in pageantry. So I'm really glad to be a part of it. And I must say, when I signed up, everything was so quick, so fast, so easy. I thought, yes, this is it. This is it. Let's go.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. It's
Mhm.
great. And obviously, it was Harriet's pageant. She's wonderful. I did see her at the
Mm.
weekend, which was lovely. So, but she's growing up now. When I met her 7 years ago, she's only a baby. So everyone's getting so tall and they've all
I
grown up
know.
now, definitely. So you've done some campaigns so far. So tell me a little
Yeah.
bit about what you've been up to.
Okay, so I think my very first experience of a campaign was when I finished with Miss Pride. And my whole campaign for Miss Pride actually was about financial literacy. So I'm a corporate girly, like through and through. We might talk little bit more about me after, but I felt like finance is one of those things that nobody really knows about unless you're actually a finance person yourself. I'm not a finance person myself. And no one really gets taught how to manage money. You don't really get taught how to look after money, what it means, and all that stuff. So I thought, for Miss Pride of Africa, I wanted to do a campaign around financial literacy for Africans, specifically starting with women, like entrepreneurial women. Of course, I didn't win, so I came, second princess, and went on to then do a little finance campaign on my own Instagram. So Finance Friday, that's what I tagged it. There are a lot of Finance Friday tags out there, but what I used it for was to kind of break down a little bit some of the terms that you might hear within finance, just to help people. Like when you're hearing these discussions, I don't want it to seem so foreign to people anymore. So I ran that for a couple of weeks, and then my next campaign after that was when I did 50 miles in February that just went past for the Young Women's Trust. So the Young Women's Trust are an organization. They help women into the world of work, within work, CV skills, networking, all that jazz. So I ran, I swam, I walked. How many miles did I do? I definitely smashed the 50 miles. I think I did like 100 and something, and then I raised approximately £200 for them. And that was so fulfilling for me because, first of all, I was never really a gym girl. so, so when I signed up for that, I was like,
I get that.
what am I getting myself into? But you know what? I really smashed it, and I couldn't be more proud. And I think that's part of what campaigning is about, right? You're doing things for other people to make a positive impact on other people, but you can also do it in a way to stretch yourself and to apply yourself, really. So I really took a lot out of that. And right now for Miss Crown UK, myself and all the other lovely ladies who are finalists, we are trying to fundraise for a sisterhood. They are a charity organization. Well, they're an organization that actually help and assist other female-focused charities, from helping to stop acid attacks to female genital mutilation to just helping women like gain confidence and things like that. Yeah, I'm big on female empowerment. I'm big on inclusivity. So this just works really well for me.
It's a fabulous charity, isn't it? And it covers a lot of really important subjects
Yeah.
and really important things that people need support with. And yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. It's all like it sounds. It's slotted into place perfectly. Sometimes a great believer, it's all meant to be. So
Yeah,
it's
right.
so nice. So tell me a little bit more about your life outside of pageantry.
Oh, okay. So I said earlier that I'm a corporate girly, and that is kind of part of my whole MO in my pageantry journey, which is beauty and brains. So what I do outside is I do investigations for money laundering, and yeah, that is quite interesting and that's quite different. And a lot of people are like, "What? How do you get into that?"
Yes, I
But
like it.
Yeah. If anyone's interested, you can, send me a DM on Instagram or something. But also outside my 9 to 5, I also started to host events. And that was actually shortly after I did Miss Pride. So one of the things I love about the whole pageantry journey for me so far has been about really recognizing some inner strengths that I had. Um, I've always kind of been good at talking to people and, like turning on that networking button when I need to, but I never really considered it as a superpower until I went through my pageantry journey and I was having these different people talk to me and say, Iti, you're really good at speaking, you're really eloquent, you're really this, you're really that. And I just thought, okay, there's something here I could probably do. And so off the back of that, I started hosting events. I hosted African Pride last year. I hosted Pride in Gloucester, like the Speakers Corner in Pride in Gloucester. I've helped charities celebrate their anniversaries. I've been doing a lot of that stuff. And I also host as well, like internally in my company. So I'm the vice president of the Black Employee Network there. I'm super big on diversity, equity, and inclusion. So anything in regards to financial inclusion, queer inclusion, cultural inclusion, that's me. I'm all over it. So I try to be at the front of those things and try and present or facilitate those kind of events. That's me in a nutshell, really.
That's absolutely amazing. Do you know what? You do so
Mm.
much, and like flying, aren't you? I absolutely love this. It's so interesting as well because I actually haven't really spoken to anyone in the pageant community more about the finance side of things and the other things that you do. So it does make you stand out quite a bit, and it's really interesting, all these things. So you do have an Instagram page, which is at the bottom, so people can find what you're getting up to. Do you have any other sites that they can find you on? I mean, I can put them in the comments in the video. Yeah. So
okay, so the good thing about me is that all my social media platforms are uniform. So it's just Itibawa. That's ITTYBAWA. So it's ITTYBAWA. So you can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, of course. And I've also got a website which you can also find through my social media platforms as well. So really nice and easy. Same thing, same face, same, handle everywhere.
I love that. That's a good way to do it. Very good way to
it's sticky, right? Because it means that when you're transferring from different platforms, you're seeing the same thing consistently.
Yes, it makes sense. It makes sense. So the last question now, before we send you off on your way and get you ready for your pageants, is what you're most looking forward to about the final?
Oh, what am I most looking forward to? I think, if I can be honest, the very first thing I'm looking forward to is being on a stage again. I think from my first experience, like when you're on that stage and all the lights are on and you've got to switch it on and you're going to give the performance of your life, it is kind of like addictive, I guess. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm also looking forward to some of the plans that Harriet and her team have. I know Cranchella, the themed festival that's going to happen beforehand. I'm really looking forward to also meeting some of the other ladies that are competing. So I'm based in London, and I know women are based all over the country, and we're all going to meet at Newcastle. So that's great. And I guess the main thing is about the impact that you leave, right? What you do, not just on the stage, like how you are in your everyday life and the impact you leave on other people. So I'm just looking forward to, I guess, what comes up after. I did throw my hat into the ring for another pageant that's going to be happening later on in the year as well. I don't know if, I guess I can mention that. Miss Nigeria, I'm Nigerian. So I'm also looking forward to that towards the later part of the year.
Oh, this is amazing. I'm so excited to watch your journey. I'm gonna have to come drive down to Miss or up to Miss Ground now and look watch your journey with that. It sounds amazing. It sounds like you've got a fantastic year ahead. And from all of us here at Pageant Land, we just wish you all the best of luck. You're an incredible lady. Harriet's just jumped on now, actually. Hello, Harriet. And she's like, thank you for Miss Nigeria. So and she's put, we can't wait. It's going to be an amazing, amazing event. And we can't wait to watch you on that stage. You've been absolutely amazing. So thank you
so much, everyone.
yeah, it's been wonderful to have you. So thank you for coming on, and all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.